Hello, Jimi Hendrix.
Hello, Jimi Hendrix.
I am far, far away into your future, but I am turning back the hands of time, reversing time.
My name is
to conduct this interview in real time. I want to talk to you about suspended animation. Tell me about suspended animation, and have you ever experienced it yourself?
Have you ever laid in bed and you was in this complete state where you couldn't move or couldn't enough like that, but you know you're like that, and you feel like you're going deeper and deeper into something, not sleep, but it's something else. And every time I go into that, then I say, oh hell, I'm scared as hell. You know, you get all scared and stuff, so you try to say help, help. You can't move, you can't speak, you say help, help. You finally get out of it, you know, because you just can't move. It's a very funny feeling. But one time I was going to try it. One time that feeling was coming through me, you know. I said, oh, here we go. This time I'm going to see if I'm going to let it happen, see where I go to, or see what happens, you know. So it was really getting really scary, man. I was going like that, you know. I said, I'm not even asleep, you know. I said, this is really strange. And somebody knocked on the door, you know. I said, oh. Because I wanted to find out. And some dreams that I had when I was real little, you know.
Can you tell me a little bit about those early dreams?
Like my mother was being carried away on these camels, and there was a big caravan. She's saying, well, I'm going to see you now. And she's going under these trees. You can see the shade, you know, the leaf patterns across her face, but she's going under this, you know, like that. Mm-hmm. And the sun, you know how the sun shines through a tree, and if you go under the shadows of the tree, the shadows go across your face. Mm-hmm. Well, these were in green and yellow shadows. Like, she's saying, well, I won't be seeing you too much anymore, you know, so I'll see. And then about 2 years after that, she died, you know. And I said, yeah, but where you going, though, like that? You know, I remember that.
Jimmy, I just want to ask you, what is the meaning of young, and what is the meaning of old? What does that mean to you?
Understanding and communication between the different age brackets, which is no such thing about age brackets anyway, not in my mind. Because a person's not actually old in numbers of years, but how many miles he's traveled, you know, how he keeps his mind active and creative. Mm-hmm. And I guess that'd be one general idea. There's millions of them. I really feel, without being false about it, you know, without being a superficial clown or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And like if they don't respond, well then I'll just play it for myself, you know, and for the ones that will listen, they do respond, and then this gives me more energy to work out. You know? It's another way of communication and trying to make harmony amongst the people enjoying what we're trying to get across, you know. Harmony is part of the first one too, anyway. So, you know, that's just the way I think. I think in no negative terms at all, because it takes up a whole lot of space in your mind. And some people only use 1/10 of the brain capacity anyway. And so, you know, there's so much more room to think other good ways, you know, and try to turn them on regardless. Just like a hospital, when a patient might be kicking, you know, he doesn't want an operation, and he knows good and well, you know, it might be good for him in the long run. But he's scared, and he's kicking around in the bed, and the nurses are trying to strap him down. Well, I'm the nurses, you know, trying to get him together and trying to prove to him that this is right. See, personal philosophy, well, my personal one is that's part of my life, you know, it's just a part of me, music itself.
Tell me, Jimmy, I mean, I know this is kind of weird because we are talking to each other through different time zones and time periods, but it's something I've always wanted to do is to interview you. But, you know, one thing that I'm kind of curious about is, I mean, you must have known that you were the baddest guitar player ever to exist. When you walked out on stage every night, you know, knowing what kind of armor you had in your arsenal, what was your purpose? I mean, what did you want music to do? What do you think the role of your songs were in the lives of people, and how did you want to make them feel?
The effect I like to have for it on the audience is maybe in a hypnotic state, if not an awakening state, you know. So therefore, that's why we don't preach necessarily violence unless it's a certain incident in a song. It should have some kind of solution, you know, at the end of a song, every song that we give out to people, you know. Because it's almost all philosophy. Our music is, most of it is, in a very hazy form, because it's still progressing, you know. It's just like a little baby that hasn't even reached the stage that I call for it to walk by itself.
There's so many songs I wrote that we haven't even done yet that we'll probably never do. You know, we must be Elvis Presleys and rock and rolls and trogs. We must be that.
and there'll be no smoking in the gas chamber. When the air is static, loud, and aggressive, that's how the music gets. When the air starts getting peaceful and harmonic and so forth, that's how the music will get. So that's up to the people, how it's going to be. But music is going to be here regardless if it's rock or whatever, you know. And it's going to influence a whole lot of people's minds now, because like I said before, that's part of their church now. They want to know the truth about it. The best thing to do is listen to the music. And listen to art. You don't have to buy it. See, evolution of the man is changing the brain. So quite naturally you're going to have hang-ups here and there, spots, you know. But still, the whole past is going towards a higher way of thinking, you know, towards a clearer way of thinking. But there are still some hardheads, just like you're talking about, that think this way because they don't give themselves a chance to develop in the brain, or let the souls develop, or the emotions, you know. That's what we're trying to stop from other people, regardless of how old you are, regardless of what age thing. You always have to have that release period, that other side of you, you know, the creative side.
Jimi Hendrix, I don't want you to think I'm blowing smoke, but you are the greatest guitarist in the history of the world. I do have to get back to, but I just want you to know it has been an extreme pleasure speaking with you. And you spoke so candidly, so honestly, just so raw. I've never heard you speak like this before. Thank you for talking to Electrifying Mojo, Rare Moments. Godspeed. Electrifying Mojo, Rare Moments. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you wish to subscribe, hit the subscription button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you wish to subscribe, hit the subscription button. If you wish to subscribe, hit the subscription